Hey guys, how's it going? Um, just wanted to say um, it's Friday, it's almost the weekend. It's May 12th, and just wanted to say I'm finally getting a power meter within the next 48 hours, so I am pretty stoked. A power meter is basically a device on your bike, either a pedal system or a crank system or a wind measuring system or some other crank spider measuring system to measure how much wattage you're putting into the bike as power. Um, and I've been wanting a power meter for a while now, and I'm pretty stoked to finally be getting one. I'm not going to say what kind of power meter it is because I want to do a reveal video, but I've saved up for a power meter and I'm finally getting one, buying it secondhand off a friend. Used, but still in really good condition. So I'm stoked about that. What is my intended use for the power meter? To get better at riding, racing, and gauging my efforts on the bicycle, especially for hill climbing. I tend to uh, I tend to pop and explode, run out of energy on hill climbs. And I have had many fellow riders and racers on my team that I race for, Tradewind cycling team, that have passed me on certain hills and things like that, um, just by measuring their power and outputting the same amount of power through the whole climb, or just a little bit more power than I currently was on the climb, and they were able to beat me to the finish line or the top of the hill. So that was really disappointing. And the only difference was they had a power meter, I didn't. So I couldn't really gauge by feel when you're going flat out in a race exactly how much effort you're putting out. And if you're looking at your heart rate, it's going to be high. It's going to be zone 4.5, 5, zone 5. And I don't know, heart rate just doesn't seem to be a good way to race. And then you could race by feel too, but then you really don't know if you're going flat out effort, what kind of effort are you actually putting out on the pedals. And for your sprint, you could just go by feel and say you're going flat out and you're putting in your max effort for the day. But what is your max effort numerically? And with the power meter, I'll be able to say, my sprint this time around was 900 watts. My sprint this time was 950 watts. My sprint this time was 1,000 watts. So you could kind of gauge more accurately what numbers you need to hit or what numbers you don't need to hit, which would be good. And that's why I'm getting a power meter, and I think it's totally worth it. I'm gonna do a reveal video when I get my power meter and install it and all that. So thank you for watching my video. What else? Power meter, power meter, power meter. Other things that go through my mind right now, just before purchasing the power meter, is, should I just continue to train by heart rate and by feel? Because I've been doing that all these years. Yes and no. There will be some days I won't use the power meter and I will just train by feel. But the days that I really want to put the efforts down and I really want to see what my numbers are in relation to how good I feel on the bike, that's when the power meter is going to be most valuable to me, I believe. And for Haleakala on Maui, which is a 10,000 foot climb, because it's 36 miles of climbing 10,000 feet, and that is a huge effort that, if gauged really well, could speed up my overall finish time, versus not knowing what my numbers are and just going by feel. I could blow up early in the first quarter of the ride, just through race anxiety and your adrenaline that's pumping at the beginning of the ride, and you might feel really really good or really pumped, and you just might output way too much wattage. So that wouldn't be a good thing at all. Let me grab this camera here. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing at all to output that much wattage and to blow up, to essentially blow up. So I think power meters are great for not blowing yourself up early in a ride, race, or training day. If you're just commuting or leisurely riding, I wouldn't recommend a power meter, because you don't need to know those kind of numbers. But if you're really trying to push your cycling to the next level, I believe a power meter is the only way to do it. And yeah, chasing Strava KOMs and things like that, that would get you faster, but it wouldn't really give you a number of how to gauge your effort. So here we go, power meters. I'm excited, finally. Yeah, excited, nervous, apprehensive, all of those things. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't just feel like another cycling tool, but it feels like the next level of where I want to go in cycling. And I hope it is. So far, I haven't heard any video on YouTube saying I got a power meter and I totally regret it. I never heard anybody say that yet. So I think it's a good investment, and hopefully it doesn't break on me. And yeah, so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Aloha from Hawaii, the 50th state. Have a great weekend.